Good morning. Happy Thursday. Getting everything slowly set up. Let's see. So we'll be starting exactly at 9 a.m. on the dot. So if you are here, welcome. If you are just joining, take a few minutes to stretch. I will definitely be telling us when we are starting. So see you on the mat. Wait. Good morning. Good morning. We are here a little early, so you have a few moments to stretch. We are doing 30 minutes straight movement, no rest. So this is minutes now you have to move on your own, and then we will get started soon.
We'd like to do an idea for you that was related to. We'd like to do an idea for you that was related to.
I'm feeling like Cousin It right now with this hair. Just wasn't in the mood to have back. Sometimes you just want to be free, let it all go, be a little unconventional. So, taking your time, moving as you need. We have about a minute left.
We'd like to do an idea for you that was related to. We'd like to do an idea for you that was related to.
And now you have about 1 minute left before we start the movement practice. Good morning, good morning. You have about a minute of just moving, stretching, doing whatever it is you need to do. We're going to start class right on time. So, getting ready in about 45 seconds.
In March of 1973, we wrote the Watergate Blues, and some 17 months later...
Morning, good morning. 30 more seconds, and then we are going to get started. You'll be in the center of your mat. Good morning, good morning. Thank you all for being here on time. You know the drill. About 15 more seconds, and we're going into 30 minutes straight movement, no rest.
We beg your pardon, America.
15 seconds.
We beg your pardon because the pardon you gave...
Come and meet me in the center of your mat.
...was not yours.
We're going to have those feet a little bit wider than those hips. We're going to start with just some standing hip circles. So I'm going to walk you through. We have about 4, 3, 2, 1. So standing hip circles. So just move your hips in circles, exactly like it says, in whatever way feels good. So you can open up a little bit with those arms. So this class is what we're calling our pure movement flow. No, I don't even remember what I'm calling it. So from right now, you're in 1 minute of hip circles. After this, you're going to do your, I can't even read, your star reach. So you're going to go into an opposite plank. So instead of being forward on the wall, you're going to have those arms behind you. We're going to do a little star reach. So you're going to reach one arm out and then the other arm out. You will see as we take it down, and then from there it'll be some jumping jacks. 20 more seconds. Keep going with some big circles here. Really getting into this for 10 more seconds. Opening up that spine. Having a nice strong core. You're going down to the ground in 3, 2, 1. So come and meet me on the ground. So it's going to be an opposite plank, as I like to call it. So have those hands behind you, those feet out nice and wide and long. And actually, you're going to have them bent, and you're just going to do a nice little overhead reach. That's not what that's what I actually wanted. I do not want a star reach. I want an overhead reach. So you're just going to go opposite hand, reaching all the way up and across. So you're in like a little tricep dip looking position instead.
In March of 1973,
nice strong core. You're reaching to the diagonal. And then from here, it's jumping jacks. Whew. 22 more seconds. Then you're just going to stand it up into some simple jumping jacks. I know, not often do you think you're going to be doing jumping jacks to Gil Scott Heron, but gotta switch things up. 10 more seconds. Keep stretching through that core for just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing it up, jumping jacks. Woo. All right. Opening those arms, deep breaths, keeping that core nice and centered. If the jump is not for you, then you are just tapping it out, leg to leg, making sure those shoulders are away from those ears, keeping that core in tight, collarbone open, 30 more seconds. Then from here, it is straight into 27 minutes of pure movement. 26 minutes actually. Actually, it's 30 minutes straight. 25 seconds. From here then, you're gonna give me 3 squats to 3 squat pulses. Simple. 15. Keep going, you don't have too much cardio in today's class. You have 10. Again, you can always take out that impact if that is not feeling good for you. You have 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna give me 3 squats to 3 squat pulses. So take those hips back into just 3 simple squats, whatever feels right and appropriate in those arms, and then give me 3 pulses, nice and low. Ooh. Deep breaths, squeezing those glutes at the top, squeezing that core. You got this. So from here, after this, it'll be 2 sumo squats to 2 oblique crunches. So your hands are gonna go behind the head, and then you're just gonna give me 2 little side to side oblique crunches. You have another 25 seconds left. Deep breaths. Because don't worry, you got a whole lot more to go. Though I mentioned, while it is 30 minutes of straight movement, you rest as you need. You have 4, 3, going to those sumo squats in 2, and 1. Take those legs out nice and wide. Gonna give me 2 sumo squats all the way down, all the way up, and then take those hands behind the head, go down into that sumo squat, knee to elbow oblique crunch, knee to elbow oblique crunch, give me 2 per side. And then come back up and give me 2 sumo squats. And then back into those oblique crunches, 2 per side. Really getting that knee towards the elbow, having those hips tucked underneath you, a relax of the jaw. Holy moly. Yeah, your legs. You're gonna feel them tomorrow. So after this, it's going to be a reverse lunge touchdown with a knee drive. You're gonna do 30 seconds on one side and then 30 seconds on the other. 10 more seconds. Making sure you're sitting up nice and straight. Back is straight, like you're up against a wall almost. For just 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's a reverse lunge touchdown. So I want you to take one leg back, reverse it down to the ground, and then knee drive. So reverse lunge, touch it down to a knee drive. Reverse lunge, touch it down, knee drive. This one, a little bit different than I remember doing it. You have 3, 2, switch your legs. I have to switch directions. So reverse lunge, touchdown, other side. Sometimes you're gonna be a little off balance. I cheated, I just touched the wall, and that's okay. After this, you have a half circle leg lift. So you're gonna stand it up, you're gonna make these little half circles with your leg. It's gonna be a lot of stability and core work there. You only have 10 seconds. The goal here is just about getting up and down for just 3, 2, 1. Standing it up, pick up one leg. You're gonna take it out forward in front of you, make a little half circle, and then bring it back. So thinking about keeping those hips nice and square, you are balancing on one leg. Those arms, you can do as you please. A little bit of movement there, but you're working on a nice stable center, a nice little half circle with the legs squeezing the glute. Collarbone is open. You have 3, we're gonna switch legs, and 2, 1, switch legs. One leg out, half circle. Other side. Yeah, take a second to get balance on that other side. After this, thanks Alexa, it's 9:06 at 50 seconds a.m. You have 10 seconds. From here, we're gonna go into a downward dog, spinal flow to an up dog. That'll be our transition move. You have 3, 2, one. Coming down into a downward dog. This is your transitional period now. So it's a downward dog. Spinal flow. So make a big spinal flow with that to an upward dog. You can tuck those toes or have those toes untucked. And then just send those hips back into a downward dog. You are here for 1 minute. And then from here, you're going to head onto your back, some glute bridges. It'll be 2 glute bridges, 2 abductors, meaning you're pulsing those knees in and out twice, and then 10 pulses. So it's 2 glute bridges, 2 abductors to 10 pulses. Yeah, those glutes, you're gonna feel them later, just like those legs. You have 10 seconds left. Deep breaths. Give me 4, 3, going on to our backs for some glute bridges, in 2, and 1. Switching it onto your back. You've got 2 glute bridges to 2 abductors to 10 pulses. So those feet are gonna be right in front of you. Those arms are to your side or overhead. So you're gonna give me 2 simple glute bridges. And then that third glute bridge, you're gonna give me 2 pulses. Pulse those knees in and out just about an inch, and then 10 pulses. Little pulses of those hips up. You're flat from the shoulders to the knees. So it's 2 glute bridges to 2 abductors to 10 pulses. After this, we're gonna stay in this glute bridge position, but we're gonna take the feet wider than the mat, and it's just gonna be wide glute bridges. You have 15 seconds left here. Almost there. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hips for a second. Take those feet now wider than your mat, and you're just gonna give me wide glute bridges. Really feel those inner thighs. Whew. Of course, as always, I encourage you to feel your body, touch yourself if that feels right, making sure you're staying out of the lower back here and lifting with those hips. So making sure that lower back is connecting to the ground, not just the not just your tailbone, your lower back. Deep breaths. After this, it is going to be what is it going to be? Keep going. Keep going with those wide leg glute bridges. It'll be a sliding lateral lunge, because I forgot to do that earlier. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Sliding lateral lunge. So you are standing it up. You're just taking it side to side, sending those hips back. You can have those hands on those hips. You can have those hands out. You can have the hands behind the head. But the most important thing is staying centered in the body and like you're sliding across a glass. Try not to come up too high in the center. You may naturally do it just a smidge, but do your best not to. Deep breaths. And then from here, we're back on the ground for a crossover leg extension. So you're gonna go onto those forearms, you're gonna stand one leg nice and straight, and then you're gonna cross that leg behind the knee, and then you're gonna do it on the other side. You only have 15 seconds left. Give me 10. Keep sliding, get a little lower, get a little juicier in there. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming onto those forearms. So down onto the ground, cousin knitting my hair. Onto the forearms, you're gonna take one leg up straight, cross the knee behind the knee, take that leg straight, bring the knee to meet the knee, and you're gonna switch legs. Lift that leg, knee behind the knee, lift that leg, leg extension, knee to meet the knee. So keep that core in nice and strong. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. Nice flat back. You only have 22 more seconds here. And then after this, you're gonna give me 2 donkey kicks to 2 fire hydrants. We're gonna do 30 seconds on one leg and then 30 seconds on the other leg. In 10 seconds, we transition to 2 donkeys to 2 fire hydrants. You're gonna pick one side. You have 3, 2, and 1. Come up onto those hands, or you can stay on those forearms if that feels better. Staying on one side, 2 donkey kicks, keeping those hips nice and square to the center. Stay on one side, 2 donkey kicks to 2 fire hydrants. Squeeze those glutes. Don't let that lower back get crazy. Stay nice and flat. Making sure you're only lifting that leg as high as you can to keep the form. You have 3, 2, we're gonna switch sides, and 1, switch legs. Oh yeah. Making sure there's a little tug of that pelvic bone. Maybe your bones are cracking like mine, but this is why we move. So just elongate our life. Make sure we have good bone mass. You have 10 seconds here. Then after this, it is going to be a single leg arm extension lift in 3, 2, 1. So go back into all fours. Take one left leg out, and then your right arm out. And then I just want you to lift all into a flat line and then lower it down. So right arm, left leg. You're just lifting and lowering. You're having a nice flat back here, lifting into a nice straight line and lowering them back down at the same time. This is a lot of balance. You only have 3, we're gonna switch sides, 2, and 1, switch sides. So take that left arm out, right leg out. Keep it all nice and long the whole time. Lift and lower. So you're feeling this in that back, you're feeling this in those glutes. That core is keeping you nice and stable for the center. That brain is keeping you here. You only have 4 seconds, then we're going to that transition mode. In 3, 2, and 1. Transition, downward dog, spinal flow, upward dog. This is your moment to breathe. Movement is fun, you guys. Find the fun in it. Find the joy in it. For me, the joy is simply the opportunity to have the space, the time, and the equipment to do it. You don't need equipment. The equipment is called your body. Deep breaths. You have 25 more seconds. Keep going with this. After this, we're gonna go onto our back for a reverse crunch to a leg extension. So you're gonna be in a nice little core series after this. So like I said, reverse crunch to a leg extension in 10 seconds. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flipping it onto your backs. Try not to take too much time. Whoops. It is a reverse crunch to a leg extension. So what that means, you're gonna lift those hips up slightly, extend those legs out nice and long, keeping that lower back glued to the ground. So lift those hips, not with those legs, with that core, and then extend those legs long. So a little reverse crunch, and a nice leg extension. Oh yeah. And then from here, it is a simple bicycle crunch. You don't need to make every move complicated. Not everything needs to be 14 different body parts moving at once. Even though a bicycle crunch is kind of a lot, but we got this. Keep going with these reverse crunches with the leg extension for another 10 seconds. Most important, it's that form. If those legs aren't that low, doesn't matter. I just want you to worry about extending them nice and long. They can be in a high little V. In 2, 1, bicycle crunches. 1 leg's coming in, elbow to meet the knee, and then you're switching through in the center. Keeping those shoulders up as much as you can. If the bicycle crunch is not for you, you can keep lowering that. You can lower down and just do the legs, or you can just give me some good old simple crunches. You need to move however feels right and good for you. 30 more seconds here, and then we're gonna sit it up for a little Russian twist. So we're gonna twist side to side in a little bit more of a sit-up position. Slow with these bicycle crunches, or fast if that's what you want, but I'm feeling slower today. You're so close. You only have 15 seconds. Strong cores, chest open, relaxed jaw. Maybe 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting it up, we have a Russian twist. So taking it side to side with these Russian twists. So you're just twisting it. If you want a little extra challenge, you lift those feet off. That is not for me today. So you're taking it side to side here. Here's a fun fact about Russia today. They released Brittany Griner, the WNBA basketball player who was in jail in Russia for getting caught with some cannabis. So first and foremost, no one should be in jail for cannabis. Second of all, why are WNBA players not making enough money in the US so that they have to go play in Russia? I have a lot of comments about this, but this is not my political platform right now. But one day when I do run for president of office, you sure as shit know that's gonna be something I talk about. You've got 10 seconds. After this, you're gonna go into some slow mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. Yep, slow mountain climber time. So come meet me on a plank, and you're gonna bring those knees in to meet the chest. And we're just doing some nice slow mountain climbers. If it's hard on your wrists, you can drop onto those knees, and you can still work to bring those knees in. It'll be just a little more relief on those arms. Slow and steady here. Work to get that back flat. I see myself having a little bit of a concave in my shoulders. You only have 25 more seconds. Strong core. After this, it is 1 minute of a low forearm plank. Yup, I know. I don't need to do this to you, but we're doing it. You have 3, 2, 1, low forearm plank. Holy shit. Only 1 minute here, you guys. Deep breaths. Charging back through those heels. Your core is nice and strong. Those glutes squeezed. I know I can't talk much here because I'm like, fuck. I'm just holding it. Ooh, 30 seconds. You need a little relief, so you lift those hips, come right back down. The most important thing though, don't give up. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm not gonna say, this is hard, do this. It's not my thing. You're here for you. You do what's good for you. You know best for you. You have 3. We're going to that transition period in 2, 1. Oh, we drop those knees. Downward dog. Transition it. Let's go. Downward dog. To a spinal flow. To an upward facing dog. Yep. This is your transition period. After this, it is some arms. Some of my favorite. So you can do those arms on your knees or standing up on your feet, whatever is going to feel more comfortable. But we're in this transition period for about another 30 seconds. Oh, I love this song. So after this, those arms, we're going to start with forward to backwards arm reaches in 5 seconds. Standing it up on those feet or on those knees, you're gonna reach those arms forwards and backwards in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start on my knees and we're gonna see how we go. So reach those arms forward and then reach them backwards. So you're staying stable through the center. You're having those shoulders away from those ears. That core is tucked, or that core is tight. Those hips are tucked underneath you. If you are standing it up, you can add a little more by taking those knees in and out for a little extra inner thigh burn. Because if you can add a little more, why not? So after this, It'll just be a breaststroke. In 20 seconds, you're just gonna swim through the bullshit. It's great for your backs. It's great for the chest. 10 seconds. Swimming is an incredible workout. Sometimes you can't get in the water. You have 3. We're gonna breaststroke it out in 2 and 1. Breaststroke, take those arms forward, swim them behind you. That chest is nice and proud. I almost want you to feel like if you were on your stomach, you could still do this move. I personally have my eyes closed right now for a little bit more internal work. Because after this, you're gonna raise the roof. And if you want that little extra challenge, we're gonna do it on one leg each side. So you're just gonna flip those palms up and we're gonna raise the roof in about 25 seconds. Yeah, you got this. Only a handful more minutes left. 15 minutes, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. And then after this, we're in circles. You have 4, 3, stay strong, for 2, and 1. Lift it up, take those arms out nice and wide, raise the roof. Little bends in those elbows, those palms are facing towards the sky, those shoulders are actively rolled back. You want a little extra? Flamingo. They're going on one leg. Yep. Doesn't matter how high that knee is. Truly, I just want it to be about the stability and the balance here. And if you really want to fuck shit up, you close those eyes. You have another 10 seconds. In 4, we're gonna switch legs if you are on those legs. In 3, 2, 1, keep raising the roof though. You have 30 seconds left on this other side if you're on one leg, or in general, just 30 seconds left. And after this, it's gonna be circles. You're gonna give me 30 seconds of forward circles, and then 30 seconds of forward circles. Oftentimes I think because I'm leading, I have to be perfect. Fuck no, absolutely not. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck about me. No one gives a fuck about you except you. You have 2, 1 circles, 30 seconds of forward circles. I know. So I'm saying no one gives a fuck about you. I mean that in the kindest way possible. I mean it. Anyone who is judging you is actually judging themselves because it's simply just a reflection of their own inner issues. So truly, no one gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't give a fuck either. 15 seconds, you're gonna send them backwards. And by 15 seconds, I meant 4, 3, we're gonna send our arms backwards, and 2, 1, backward circles. 30 seconds. So I'm making tiny little circles here and I'm squeezing my biceps, and the biceps are almost as what's making those circles happen. After this is the tough one. It's a prayer pulse. Those arms are gonna go into a 90-degree angle, like you are praying to whatever it is that you believe in, and you're just gonna pulse those arms up. You're gonna feel those triceps really burn. You've got 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms into 90 degrees and pulse those arms up. Little tiny pulses here. Try to keep those shoulders rolled back as best you can. And just try not to curse the universe here. This is your moment of prayer and of peace. So prayer is not assigned to any specific religion. It's not just a spiritual practice. I don't know the definition of praying, but for me, sometimes I just say some things and I just put it out there and I just hope for the best. 20 more seconds, then we go into a transitional mode, and then we've got 2 minutes to cool it down. 15. Almost. Keep those arms up high. You have 4, 3, we're going to that downward dog in 2, 1, release them. Let's take it to the ground, you guys. Meet me in that downward dog. Final flow forward, lift those hips high, sending it into that upward dog. And then send those hips back. You don't have to follow my speed. I just try to give you some cues so you know what to do when you want to do it. After this, you're gonna stand it up and just move and groove for 1 minute. What does that mean? You move as you please. You need a little more structure though. Maybe you do some little runner's lunges and you open up that chest. Maybe you go back to those standing hip circles. You have 15 seconds left here. And then we stand it up and we move and groove. Keep going. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, move and groove. So, this is a great song to move and groove to. Do whatever you please with the body. If you just kind of want to stretch it out, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to hop it up, add a little more. But you can close your eyes, you can get into this. I know, this one's kind of weird, but whatever feels good. Sometimes you just need to let out, run into the wall. Sometimes you just really need to let some shit out and just shake that body. Whatever feels good. 20 more seconds. 15. After this, it'll just be an overhead reach to a full body fold. So you're just gonna really let it all go. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. This is your last minute. Overhead reach, lift those arms up high, and then fold it over, sending those hips back. And then rolling it up vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we just take those arms back up, stretching it out. Release those shoulders down, send those hips back. So vertebrae by vertebrae. Good song to end on. 27 more seconds. Really stretch out here. You're almost there. You have 20 seconds. There's a new Netflix series called Wednesday, or Wednesday Addams. Casting Cosmetics. Goddamn that hair. You have 3, 2, and 1. Guys, I missed a move. What move did I miss? We've got one more move. I don't know what it is. Hold that low sumo squat. Just hold it. I don't know what move I missed, but I missed something. So hold that low sumo squat. Get lower. Stay low. Stay in it. Sometimes we mess up. Sometimes we do things we don't want to do. Sometimes we do things on purpose, just to fuck with ourselves. So right now, I don't know what I did here. I know we're doing this together. We're closing out strong. 4, 3,
and you can never fail. Even when you fall, you prevail. And you can never listen with
1.
the lesson.
Lift up.
It's not about
that is 30 minutes, pure movement, no rest. Guys, you know the drill. A quick little picture if you wanted mine. In 4, 3, 2, and 1.
That's how I feel.
Thank you all so much.
My vision, I'm impeccable. Every strain gained, every stage. Look into the future,
pure
no it's legacy. Is what I see.
We don't eat
Remember when
so
you can had your voice in the song in your ear.
Appreciate it.
Can time travel in
You all next week. Who's taking pictures? So I forget the name. Bye everyone. Chandler.
I'm gonna be
What a day. Thank you. Blessing a day. What a great Instagram handle. Bye.